Yo, 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 yo. Today we are here to enjoy the fight between Golden Crown and 51st and 100 KIAP. So we are going to enjoy what a very good fight for today. I'm the Veritor and I'll be your host for the day, gents. So of course we have the teams that are getting ready to do the dice roll, and as per usual, and as all of you know already, if not I'll just do, I'm going just to a little reminder. Every time that we are going to have a fight, we do roll a dice to select which map and which weather we are going to have for the day. And therefore, a dice is going to be rolled now live and will form the teams once we have the results for them. So let me get the dice roll set and ready for you, gents. As per usual, we do have here, let me put this a bit better. Okay, so we have, as per usual, the list on the left, just for you all to know, it has been requested not to roll Syria. Therefore, if we have any results with Syria, which is Kimemim, that's wrong for sure, 13 to 15 results, then those results will be offset, will not be taken into account, and then we'll roll and once again. So guys, without any further ado, let us go and roll the dice for today's match. So in 3, 2, 1, now. And we have number, okay, yes, well, I told you guys that from 13 to 15 is now no-go. Then we have to roll once again. 3, 2, 1, go. And number 10. Okay, number 10 is Ras against Liwa with light high cloud midday. I repeat, Ras Liwa with light high cloud midday. Let me tell the teams and to get everything sorted out. Ras against Liwa, light high cloud midday. So, okay, guys. So that now we have the results. Number 10 of the list, as we did mention, and let me get server ready for today's match for good friends from Iran. And no, they are not only from Iran, sorry, they are, if I recall correctly, will have the presentation for both teams afterwards in a few moments. If I recall correctly, they are part from Iran, from Sweden, and I think from a few other places. So that's quite something for sure. And let me check, because we had number 10, which is Ras against Liwa, light weather, which is this one. Okay. So servers are being updated with the mission that is going to be played. Okay, and the teams are going to start joining now as we speak to get everything ready for tonight's fight. Of course, we know that we have on one side we have the team behind the event that we are having today, which is 51st KIAP and 51st and 100 KIAP, if I do recall correctly. We'll be having them during today's match, doing one of the fights. One of the teams participating is them, and of course, they are quite an interesting team, because they are the only team so far that they do flight SU airplanes and MiG airplanes in all the teams I've met so far. So that means that we are going to see quite a different experience to what we are used to see. And that's something that I do think is marvelous. You know, guys, I don't know about you, but I do love when we have quite a different way to go regarding airplane selections. So guys, as mentioned, we have both teams that are starting to join the server. We are just waiting for them to be ready, and then we'll start the show. And of course, let me try to do that one thing. I think I can do ball. Yeah, I can do a poll. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. This is something I've never done, and I want to test this out with you guys. So, who do you think will win today? Golden Crown or 51st. Duration 10 minutes. There you go. So you now have, oh, this is marvelous. I never tested this out. So you now can vote who do you think is going to win for today's match. So guys, go for it. And then we'll get to know, we have 10 minutes to vote. Who do you think will win today? That's quite something. Twitch really... Of course, now guys, you can also not only say that on chat, but of course you can also mention it on the vote who we have that we have right now in the stream. And this is a very nice tool that we do have now that I did not expect. I thought I saw that before, but it's been so long I didn't know for sure. So guys, give me a few moments while we get all the teams connected. You have 51st are already almost all done in the server. We are just waiting for good friends from Golden Crown to join the server and we'll start the fight. And as the other day, I'm using this time to get something to eat because I'm running so freaking late with everything. I even had a few problems with the tag view and I was solving them as we had this countdown for today's stream. Oh freaking gosh. Talk about being just on the nick of time for everything. But nevertheless, let me check with the guys if there's any problem whatsoever. Should not be. Okay, I think I'm missing something somewhere. I think I'm missing something, but nevertheless, while we wait, let me get into the camera if I can do so as I want to do. Okay, really, I don't like when I have to do things on the nick of time a bit too late because then I don't have everything set up as I like to have everything set up. So I want to, I think it's going to work correctly. Let me check. Not this one. Here, this is what I want. No, wait, here, okay. So of course, I want to use this opportunity to showcase what we are going to see today, okay? Of course, you can see that we have a problem with the map. We don't have the topographical map that I love to rock. Sadly, it's something that has been broken. I could not fix on time. So we'll have to make do with the default. Well, let me at least, I think we can do green display. But this is a bit better compared to the other one. Maybe yes, maybe not. But something we can roll with. So of course we have the 51st. We'll be starting as red team, and we'll have the starting as blue, the Golden Crown team, who are joining the server right now as we speak, and we are going to see them starting to spawn shortly. Let me check because I should be seeing them on the F10 menu, and I don't see them yet. Okay, now we are starting to see them spawning. Perfect. So of course, as a reminder of how this works, we have both teams. One we have on the left, which Golden Crown. On the right, we have in this case 51st KIAP and 100. 51st and 100 KIAP. I will mix and match my names. Both of them will enter the bubble that is centered around the bullseye. And once they are inside the bubble, they have to get and win the combat there to be sure that they can go back home and land to secure the victory. So of course that means that this is not only about being sure that you can get inside the combat area and win the fight. No. You do also need to be sure that you do survive the fight and you have enough fuel economy left to move around and get back home safely. Because if not, you are not going to win. And that's something important. Fuel management is a thing in these kind of tournaments. And it's something that is mandatory to be taken into account when you do any kind of tournament whatsoever. Of course, that's not the only part. You all know, guys, that apart from the bullseye and having the randomized weather, as you all know, guys, we also have a very specific thing, which is the limited quantity of Fox 3 missiles for both teams. So all the teams do rock only, and I mean only, 4 Fox 3 missiles, and that's the utmost that they can rock with. They can roll with. That's all. They cannot roll with any more, and therefore we see very interesting loadouts. For example, that's why we are going to see interesting loadouts. For example, the Tomcats will not be rocking. I think it's a bit better for you guys, at least for right now, so it's not too noisy. So we'll be seeing Tomcats, for example, that we have on the left of the camera from Golden Crown, who are rocking the Iranian livery, as it should be, of course. And we'll see them rocking not only Phoenixes, who we know already, which we know already that they've been nerfed heavily, the last update. And then we'll be seeing them maybe carrying more Fox 1 missiles than before. I'm very curious to know how Golden Crown is going to deploy those Tomcat that we are going to see. Flamingo, welcome on board, my friend. Happy to see you today here. So we have, let me do a bit of presentation for the teams as we get them ready and ready to roll. So let me get them, confirm in runway when ready to start. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the camera movement, but I needed to talk to the guys, and that's the only way I have to do. I can do things. So let me try to present who we have right now with rocking the Su-33s. Sorry, we have a mix and match of airplanes. I'm going to showcase them. We have on the Su-27, we have Jumbo and Technetium. Sorry, my good friend, my good interior designer friend from Sweden. And rocking the Su-33, we have Rich, Frosty, Breakshot, and Black Pixel. So of course, let me get the team information ready for you guys. Sorry. So 51st and Larkin Lizard, welcome my friend, just arrived on the nick of time. So we have today 51st PVO and 100 KIAP. I always say that incorrectly though. It's a place for DCS, Sukhoi and MiG fans to enjoy the very best of discipline squadron flying. They are focused on action, PvP training, regiment file, live, and behind the scenes fun from the oldest, most accomplished, and only competitive Red Squadron in Digital Combat Simulator, which is something that you can see today that they are rocking for sure. More than a few SU planes, for sure. 51st Bison PVO's regiment was founded in 2007 with a few dedicated pilots from Lock On, so the predecessor for DCS, who we have right now today. Let me get that camera list while we wait. Of course, they decided it was the time to get a virtual Red Force squadron, and they started with the unique culture, new ideas, and competitive approach to establish a worldwide recognition. So in 15 December 2007, they officially started the 51st PVO regiment to honor the real Soviet historical squadrons that flew the venerable Su-27 and MiG-29 fighters out of scrims in Airfield Air Base. They were one of the oldest squadrons in DCS with over a decade old, with complete dominations over the competition and community events on PvP environments. Of course, there are two squadrons merged into one, so we also have the 100 KIAP, who are rocking the Su-33s, which are the Black Marlins. They are based, the Su-33 and 100 KIAP is based on the Admiral Kuznetsov class aircraft carrier, and now they are honoring the very first Soviet flanker naval regiment based in Crimea. So on 15 June 2019, the 51st and integrated with the 100th virtual ship-borne fighter aviation regiment, and now they are operating under one command and structure. And that's what we are seeing today, guys. Or then rocking the same airplane. Let me get the camera a bit better for you guys, so you don't get not too much. And that's what we are seeing today regarding the both 51st PVO Regiment and 100 KIAP Black Marlins, who are the guys who we have right now. Of course, we know how the results for the inquiry. It seems that all of you guys, the 7 of you who have votes, do think that 51st is going to win. Well, hopefully, I'm very curious to see how guys from Golden Crown are going to be working, because the situation right now for them is quite different compared to a few weeks before, because for the case, they're going to be rolling with the Tomcats that we are seeing right now on camera. And of course, that means that these guys are going to have quite a rough approach, knowing that we all know that the Phoenixes have been heavily nerfed in latest updates, and therefore it's going to be complicated for them for sure to really be able to rely on those this new iteration for the Phoenixes missiles. And I want to know how they are going to be oh sorry, wrong camera to move. How they are going to be responding to the new missiles changes that we are going to be seeing. Of course, let us also present the guys from the Golden Crown. Golden Crown we have for today: Wolf, Challenger, and Caveman. Both of the 3 of them rolling with F40B, and Bristlecrack B, and Arya Mare rocking the F16. So of course now we see that the good friend from Iran, they do rock the Iranian skin for the Tomcat, as it should be. I would not expect any less from them, of course. And they are quite an interesting squadron for sure. I did get the information for the presentation. Let me get that for myself on camera so you can read it out. So Golden Crown, it's a Swedish team with members from Sweden, USA and Iran, was formed in 2020 and 2020 mainly by real pilots, both military and civilian world. So that's quite a different approach altogether. One of the most interesting facts about the team is that they did fly with a real F-14 ace pilot who had 16 confirmed kills in real life. And by the way, he is one of the Iranian pilots that they were flying with. But sadly, this pilot could no longer fly with them because he had a neck injury due to a dogfight against from a Mirage F1 from Iraq, where he did get an 11G turn, so he had a neck injury. So that's quite something for sure. The name, I think you have it over here. Colonel retired Feridun Mazandarani. Don't try to make me pronounce it once again, sorry guys. So quite complicated for sure. Oh freaking gosh. But nevertheless, so that's the 2 teams that we're going to have today. We have, as we did so right now, the guys from the Tomcats are starting to roll on the runway for the Golden Crown side. I'm starting to hear right now that they are going to be starting to appear on camera as we speak. The existing, they are rolling into the runway to be sure that they are ready for today's fight. No ice skins? I may have a problem with the skins. I'll check afterwards. Because if you have the Tomcats correctly, I'll check because I don't think... No, okay. Now I see a 16 with the skin, therefore it's not my problem. Is that maybe they did not get the skins ready for the other 2 16s. I was scared I did fuck something up. So it seems it's not the case, then I'm on the safe side. So perfect. Nevertheless, we do have 51st KIAP is already ready on runway. And let me get them on camera because I want to get a bit of a shout out to the skins. 51st KIAP, they do have custom skins for the airplanes, very subtle though. But you can see that these guys, the difference is that they just do put the team logo on the close to the nose of the airplane, So this is a very simple modification that you can see here. And of course, not only that, but also on the tail art, they do have the bison, as is mentioned, for the 27s, and for SU-33s, as you can see, they did put the logo for the 100 KIAP on the front, and of course the Merlins just on the trail, rocking them out to be sure that we all know where they stand from and where they come from. But of course, let me also do check the skins for good friends from Iran. For Golden Crown, we can see that they have quite an interesting livery. In this case, we can see that they are rocking. Give me a sec. Okay, that they are rocking. This is something I did not saw before. They are rocking, of course, the Iranian Tomcat that we were discussing before. So I do love this livery, by the way. I love seeing it. And this tail art, this is the first time I've seen the Golden Crown tail art for the Tomcats. This guy really do love the Tomcats, and that's something I appreciate seeing for sure. I see that only one of them is carrying the tail art for the Golden Crown, and maybe something is due to having to be able to visually identify one specific member of them. And of course, we are seeing the Iran skin for the 16, which is something that for many of us is quite strange to see, but nevertheless it's a very appreciated addition to be able to see that the all teams do have their own custom skins for all the airplanes. That's something I do love for sure seeing. And of course, okay, I've been informed that the both teams are ready, and so guys, let's start with the countdown, shall we? Countdown. Let me get the cameras. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Round 1, it's live ends. Let's go. So now we have the Tomcats on the left starting to take off. And we have seen also the other two front Tomcats for the Golden Crown side so far. 3 Tomcats from the Golden Crown side. We have seen that the guys from the 51st are taking it more slowly, it seems. They are only rolling 2 of them. Now the third one. And sorry, it seems that the 51st KIAP is going for a 2-2-2 airplane line. As in 2 guys on the front, 2 guys on the middle, and 2 guys on the rear, for what we can see right now. And Golden Crowns, I do think they're going to do a 3-3 formation. 3 Tomcats on the front, 3 16s on the rear. At least that's what I do think we are going to be seeing right now as we saw this fight. Of course, this guy from 51st, I do know them well enough to know that they do love the formation flying. And they will be making us enjoy quite a beautiful formation flying once they have all of them up in the air and running. That's something, of course, me myself as a streamer, I do love seeing that. These guys really rocking a tight and good, a very tight and good aircraft formation that is going to delight us while we wait for them to join the combat area. Of course. By the way, guys, just for you all to know, we are rocking the Echo 19's sound mod, which has been updated just now, a few hours before, for both the course part and the 16 part. So that engine sound that you have for the 16 is just brand new. Just updated for today's match specifically. The team behind the Echo 19 mod pack, they did update it just a few hours before, and of course we did test with them to be everything was working correctly, to be sure that it was ready for today's. So yeah, guys, massive thanks for Echo 19 for making a awesome job as per usual for them. Of course, we can see on camera right now that the guys from 100 KIAP, sorry, as per usual, rocking the tight formation. That's something that is very common for them, and we are going to use this camera view then to really present them, and then we'll present the guys from the Golden Crown. Oh freaking gosh, that's a tight formation for sure. Okay, mate, be sure not to crash, please. So I think I can just do this here. Not this, sorry. This, okay. So, I think I can use this opportunity to just talk about the 4 guys we have on camera now. We have leading on the center of the camera. We have Breakshot leading the formation. To his left, we have Frosty to the left of the camera. And next to Breakshot on his left wing, we have Rich, tight formation. And the end of the and trailing to the left, we have Black Pixel, and that's the formation we have for 100 KIAP. Of course, that's not all. On the rear part of the formation, let me get them on camera too. We have the SU-27 formation. We have now on camera Technetium rocking the SU-27 and Jumbo on the rear part following Technetium with the other SU-27. So you can see these guys do really love doing tight formation, and that's something I do appreciate myself. And I do love seeing that doing these kind of fights and tournaments. But of course, that's not all. Sorry. Now we are talking. Let me move to present the guys from the... for the Golden Crown side. Get them on camera and present them. So, we have... here. Now, it's working. So now we have on camera Wolf with the F-14 Bravo. Now let me move the other camera. Really, too many cameras at once make things hard for me. But I do. This is a problem I do love having though. Following Wolf, we have Caveman. We have also on top view camera right now as we speak. And trailing more to the right, we have the other member from Golden Crown, which is Challenger, working the F-14 too. Of course, guys. That's not all. We have the rest of the team carrying the 16s. We have them trailing back a bit behind, and they are all of them almost bunched together, which is something I love seeing for sure. So now we have on camera, we have Aria Mer leading the formation on the 16s. A bit to his right, overtaking right now. With the Iranian 16, we have Bristlebrack taking. And just information with B a bit behind him, we have B in the other 16. So of course now, guys, we are going to do a checkup on the situation for the formation of the teams before they get inside the bubble, because remember they are still outside of the bubble, and therefore we can still check the situation right there. So it does seem to me that the... Let me check, because I want to check these guys. I think they are flying over Mach 1. Yes, they are flying over Mach 1. So we can see that these guys from 151st KIAP are right now over Mach 1, and that's why we are not hearing any sound whatsoever for the airplanes right now as we speak. Just breaking the sound barrier, and now they are going to start descending. I do recall that these guys tend to start flying very high, build up energy, and then commit into the fight. And of course, and you are going to see in just a few moments, you can see that we have the 51st KIAP. Just they did trail to the west-eastern side of the bubble to try to get into this area. Of course, most of the teams do get directly into the bubble, and this is a characteristic that I've seen many times 51st doing. Of course, that's not all. They have the other two airplanes just to the right of the right flank. And we can see that they are still all bunched together, and now the 51st are going to start separating into three different groups. The guys from Technetium and Jumbo, engines 40 and Mach 1.1. But now Breakshot is dividing with Frosty to the center area, and Rich with Black Blizzard going to the left flank for the 51st. But of course, now let's try to check the situation for the guys over Golden Crown, because this is a bit more interesting to see right now. But this is something I was not expecting to see. So right now we have on camera a Challenger with the Tomcat. You can see that they are doing something quite unexpected for me. I was expecting something different, really. Because initially I did mention that I was expecting to have a 3 line on front for the Tomcats, and then the 316s trailing behind them. But it does seem to me that they've decided to do differently. You can see that the caveman is over the seaside moving himself alone, and seems that he's not going to have any opposition whatsoever in this area, unless the guys from the Technetium and Jumbo do trail towards the seaside. And we'll see how it goes, because that's something I want to see if they are deciding to do so or not. I just think that Wolf is changing position to cover Challenger to get into this, into the right side, the eastern side for today's fight. We'll see how it goes, because I'm not so sure how it's going to be played out for them though. Let's see, we'll see. And of course that's not all. We see that the 16s are designed just to really start Mach 1, so they are really burning fuel. Let me get them on camera if I can, because that's going to be interesting for sure. Really, they are not starting to hear the engine, okay, because they are just starting to burn fuel. Of course, this fight, even if they are 6v6, they do tend to have quite you really can end with more than enough fuel economy to go back home. So as long as both teams do get things ready and work out correctly regarding fuel economy, should not be any problem whatsoever for both of them. But this is interesting, really. We see Caveman really trailing towards Technetium and Jumbo, who we have on the top area. So let me do a little change here. I don't think it's going to be a bit better for today's fight. So we can see that the teams are still quite far apart, and we should be getting now into the range for the Tomcats if we were in the previous update. Remember guys, with the new update that we are rolling today, the range is really different. And of course, you are not hearing anything at all, because we have on camera right now Breakshot, who is going Mach 1.5 at Angels 41. So of course, you can see guys that they are really making sure that they do get into the fight with the utmost energy possible to put those Fox 3 missiles, the 4 Fox 3 missiles that they do carry, because they only carry those many, into the fight as much as possible, as fast as possible. Project Nobody, welcome on board, my friend. But you guys are just on the nick of time to join the fight. As we can see guys, we are going to be starting the fight in just a few seconds. We had the first missile from Rich, so he had Rich on camera, not Breakshot, my bad. So that's going to be a 25 miles out shot, seems to be going towards Challenger. Of course that's an ER, which is a Fox 1 missile by the way. But that's not only all. Bristleback, my bad gents, have also decided to send a Fox 3 missile. And so far, that's a very low PK ratio missile, so we should not be very worried about having an early kills. We can see right now should not be a problem. But of course, the other side is becoming more interesting right now. We can see the first missiles also coming from the Caveman toward the northern group from the 51st. Of course, those Phoenixes before, they were very scary to see. But nowadays are not so scary. You can see that even if we're playing Mach 2, we have Technetium right now on camera. He's trying to dodge the Phoenix, who might connect though. That Phoenix might connect too. No, has been defeated. So now we have a situation here where Rich is getting into the middle area. We can see here Golden Crown holding this position quite well right now. Caveman is alone against Frosty. Let me try to get him on camera, because Breakshot is put into defensive position, these two guys, and we have Caveman, who I'm going to show you on camera in just a few moments. So we have right now on camera Caveman, who is getting into a rear position of Frosty, and this might be the first kill if he does manage to get soon enough into the enemy position. Of course, we have Phoenix coming hot from Challenger and Wolf into Black Pistol, as we can see right now. But I do think that those Phoenixes are not tracking. I repeat, those Phoenixes are not tracking. The Phoenix from Caveman towards Technetium on the center area, and we can see that the guys from Golden Crown, they have the 216 are back in here. The other 16 is very far away from the fight, and they are just all the 51st are ganging into Caveman, who we have on the camera right now. So Caveman is really struggling to survive here. He's alone against the entire world. And you can see here that the missile is coming, and we have the first casualty. I repeat, we have the first casualty of the fight. One of the Tomcats is down. I repeat, one of the Tomcats from Iran is down. Therefore, now we have a 5-on-6 situation in favor of 51st. So we have more missiles coming. You can see that I don't even know who this one is. Black Pistol, who sent that Fox 1 missile, just trying to get Area Minor. Let me get Area Mer in camera. He's Fox 3 onto Black Pistol as he's trying to defend right now. Just going for defensive position. Let me get okay. That we have another casualty. So now we have Golden Crown is on the right side of the side. They are all of them there. So really, they are not putting any pressure whatsoever onto 51st. And the 16th for the Golden Crown position are very alone right now. We can see right now B is trying to outrun the missiles that are coming his way. The RT. Remember, those missiles RT are Fox 2 missiles for long range extended Fox 2 missiles, and they are very scary to be shot because you don't get any notification whatsoever that you are fired upon them. You can see more missiles coming down way towards the 2 Tomcats we have. Well, the 2 Tomcats on this area for the Golden Crown. So now we have a 4-on-6 situation in favor of Golden Crown. Let me try to ride with the Tomcats on the left camera, and you can see that they Fox 3 right now are now starting to do defensive maneuverings to be sure that those missiles do not connect onto them. You can see that this is okay. Let me try to get. Is it getting hectic? As you can see, guys, this is what the marvelous thing. Rich here might get killed. Rich managed to defend that one. I could not get on camera, guys. Too many missiles coming down that you can see. We have the two Tomcats Golden Crown. Technician is putting a lot of pressure onto them, as we can see. Jumbo is defending the finishes that are coming his way. So that's in that regard. Okay, we have Technician sending an RT towards Golf, but he's having defended more missiles. Okay, this is going very hectic. On the western area, we have on the top of the camera, we can see that Frosty, Black Pistol, and Breakshot and Reach are putting a lot of pressure. B is on to defensive positioning right now. Bristleback has a bit of space to come back, but still, so far, it's not to putting them into any pressure whatsoever. So now we have on camera one of the Tomcats, who is Challenger, and he's just trying to run the missiles. The 2 Tomcats here are in a very tight spot. Let me try to get them on better here. That RT, that did connect. We have one more casualty. Only one of the Tomcats is alive. I read only one of the Tomcats is alive. So now, of course, you can see Rich is trying to defend that missile. Which managed to defend. Okay, that was a very close one for sure. Let me try to get them on camera if I can. They're very, very far away of every one of them. So this is a bit complicated to say everything on camera. So we can see that B is being pursued by Breakshot, Black Pistol, and now Frosty is coming to help towards Bristleback, and Rich is trailing out. Cold Technician putting missile downrange, trying to connect into Bristleback. We are going to get into camera in just a few seconds. You can see he's just eating dirt to be sure that those missiles do not connect into him, and he just tries to really get those missiles out of the way. Technician defending an AIM-9 missile, and Challenger did send a Fox 1 missile, but this doesn't have any legs whatsoever, therefore it's not going to connect. Challenger might get killed with a Fox 2 sent by Rich, who is just behind him, and Challenger is trying to put those Fox 1 missiles into good use, trying to get enemy kills. Of course, over this situation right here, we did miss. Yes, I'm sorry guys, we did miss one of the kills over this northern area. You can see things are very hectic and very hard to take everything on camera. So yes, we are missing sadly one of the kills. Okay, wow, wait. So just for you guys to know, we are. Wait, are everything going down right now? Yes. Okay, so. Wow, so 3 guys from the 51st, so from the Golden Crown, did die in a few seconds. Like, Wow. Really wow. Oh freaking gosh. They had calmed down very fast. Oh wow. I was not expecting to Golden Crown to really we could see. I'm going to do a bit of recap in a few seconds regarding what has been seen for this round 1 between Golden Crown and 51st KIAP. We'll do a bit of recap in a second, guys. But first, let me try to do a count of who we have still alive from 51st and what kind of weaponry they are rocking. So we have Black Pixel. Let me try to get the camera correctly set up for him. Black Pixel carrying only 2 hitters we have right now on camera here on the top view here too. Frosty carrying only 2 hitters and 2 Fox ones, if I recall correctly. Also Rich, we have also here behind, is rocking nothing at all. So that's quite something. They have really put those missiles into good use for sure. Oh freaking gosh. And now we are going to get into camera Breakshot, which is also carrying nothing at all. So really we've seen that these guys, they have really put into good use all the missiles. I have really put them into good use. But you can see that they really use many missiles, and so they were not so, even for the guys from the 51st and 100 KIAP were still alive, guys, they did waste many missiles, so that's not something to be shied away. Really, I did show that Golden Crown did not put that much pressure into the, sorry, not this camera, into the lines of 51st and 100 KIAP, and I do think that's why we saw that they win 51st. That's something I want to check, and we are going to do a recap of the situation here with the tag view while we wait for the 51st and 100 KIAP to get back home. And Amir Mirasimi, welcome on board, my friend, and Proxy Flute there also, welcome, and Velkisemik too. 2 hitters and 2 Fox 3s for the first guy. Forgot to count the center line missiles. Oh, thank you, VCSV. I'm not a connoisseur for the Su-33 and Su-27, and therefore many things do escape my knowledge. So thank you for correcting me. Feel free to correct me anytime, guys. I want to test one a little detail. Does this work? Yes, it's working. Perfect. By the way, guys, if you do use the channel points for doing the spotlight for my message, it's going to show as I did right now for the VCSV1 message, okay? Just for you guys to know. So you can use that to pop up your message. You want to make them to be more seen overall. And of course, I'll use that when you do the interview with both guys to pop up the messages, so we all get to see what's going on. The question gets pop up easily for all you guys. So let's just try to do a bit of recap. As we were mentioning, guys from 51st 100 KIAP divided in 2 groups, 2 Su-27s here, and 51st and 100 KIAP traveled to the western part. And Corex, welcome my friend, bienvenido, welcome. Corex, me verte por aquí. Yes, I arrived from the nick of time for today's match. Yes, we are going to do a bit of recap for the situation on this first round using the tag view, and afterwards we'll be going to round 2 of this fight. Of course, as we were mentioning, and Squid1024, welcome on board you two, mate. So we saw, interestingly, Golden Crown initially it went to a 3-on-3. I thought they were going to do a 3 Tomcats from front and then 2 16 on the back, but they did change and they decided to go 2 Tomcats, as we can see here, 2 Tomcats to the right and the 16 giving them support. On the left side, they did have 1 Tomcat on the front and a 216 on the back. Trojan nobody, why use Fox 3s when you can use power of friendship and teamwork instead? Oh freaking gosh, for reals, come on. You know that the power of friendship and teamwork always win the fights. It doesn't matter what you are bringing to the fight, any kind of missiles. And we can see that from the get-go, we can see that the missiles starting to fly around. That's why we can see that the 51st and 100 KIAP, they did put many missiles downrange. Of course, those Phoenixes did not track so far, and that's why those Phoenixes were not really putting that enough much pressure into the 51st lines. Of course, you can see that Golden Crown here, at the start of the fight, they did put the 51st did put the both of 16s into defensive positioning and managed to isolate Caveman here. Squid 1024, welcome ahead, welcome aboard, my friend. So you can see that they did take the first casualty here for the fight, isolating the Tomcats, because we could see that the Caveman was 27 miles apart from the rest of the team. So really he was pushing too deep ahead by himself, and therefore it's not a good position to be in. And that's what we've seen, sadly for them though. So of course, and not all, that was the first casualty we were discussing. But of course, we did saw here that this side for Golden Crown, you can see that the western side for 51st and 100 KIAP, it did crumble because they decided to get all of them bunched together into these 216 remaining here, and that's why the Golden Crown side did manage to push into the flank position from the 51st. But of course, the two SU-27s, Jumbo and Technetium, come back and put pressure into the Golden Crown that were putting pressure into the SU-33s, and that's why they did manage to take down, you can see Aria Mer over here, Cliff Banker, welcome my friend, welcome on board. And of course that's not all, they did put enough pressure into B to get into defensive positioning, and they were changing some missiles there, but so far so good. But you can see that this is the thing with these SU-33s and such, that those missiles do not have that much range, and really you have to really send them close. You can see that these missiles, and let me check. So a 21 miles out missile, and that's an extended missile, okay? An extended range, extended radar missile. Doesn't arrive. It cannot arrive at all. So that's why these guys send that many missiles, because that's the scary part for this SU-27s and SU-33s. And you can put many missiles downrange very fast, and that's the best part for them. Of course, give me a sec to do a little I have to do. Information here, here. There we go. Okay. So you can see that those Phoenixes really did not have any legs. The energy from them was getting drained very fast, as we were expecting to see in this latest update. Of course, those Phoenixes that were being shot at 7 miles out, not even 7 miles out. Like, for reals? Okay, this one, 3 miles out. A bit more. So that one did. Oh, Jambot got killed by the Phoenixes. This one did not. I did not check on. I did not see on the stream. Sorry, guys. Are the 77 bad? That bad? Yeah, they don't have any range whatsoever, really. So we have one casualty from the 51st side. I did not notice. And we are missing one more casualty for the 51st side. And I'll try to check once I get him on camera, because I did not manage to get that one on camera while we were checking the fight. So maybe this is the one. We can see here that Wreckshot did manage. Wow! Oh, we did miss this fight. This was a very close one. B against Wreckshot, and that's a Fox 2 kill. Oh freaking well! This would have been a very amazing fight to see on camera. I understand that here is the casualty. Technetium was here, trying to get Bristle back. We can see here. Let me get him here. Okay, but of course Challenger, this the M9. Whistleback gets killed, but Challenger gets Technetium from beyond the grave. And guys, that's the third round for what we can see for this round 1 between Golden Crown and 51st and 100 KIAP. So that's quite something for sure to see. That you can see, guys, that guys with the SU-27 and SU-33, their range is way less. As you are discussing right now on chat, the range is way less, and they have to spam more missiles. That's why we can see. Let me try to get a bullseye view here if I can. And if you do a quite fast snapshot from the right now, up to the end of the fight, you can see that they are sending more missiles to start the fight initially. They are putting just pressure. You can see that those missiles left and right, you can see more red tags than blue tags overall. And up to this part of the fight, where more or less Golden Crown started to put more pressure into the lines of the 51st. But you can see that from the start of the fight, the guys from 51st do put a lot of pressure, sending missiles downrange as much as possible. And they are trying to be sure that they do get those missiles into the enemy lines. Because as mentioned, they have less range, and therefore they have to really spam those missiles to be sure that they do arrive into the enemy target. And correct me if I'm wrong, maybe some of you here are here and are knowledgeable about these missiles more than myself. But I do think that those missiles, and correct me if I'm wrong, when that airplane does not get much information to the airplane itself regarding range, and therefore I do think that's why they do spam the missiles, because they don't have that much information regarding range when they lock, and that's why we are seeing so many missiles being sent downrange. And of course, if you want to correct me, please guys, do so. I do love to learn myself. If I know a bit more from DCS, that's something better, and of course we all of us get to learn something new. And of course, even if you are discussing right now the sneaky tactics, but of course you can see that you can do. Okay, this is I love this feature that they get ready for today. I do like it a lot, and it should be. This is not correct. It should be here. Okay, this should be like that. So I do. Of course, we can see that they are not using really sneaky tactics. We can see that they are just doing coordination. Really, they were not being sneaky. They don't have possibility to do so due to to them really being in a flat level terrain, and therefore they are not really possible for them to do any sneaky tactics at all to really surprise the enemy. If this map was one which was designed to be flown in mountain region, then I will be saying to you, yes, I do think this is going to go with surprising tactics, but nevertheless, they are just, it is a very flat terrain, very hard for them to surprise the enemy, just putting into a position there, but really not at all. I mean, you can see here. Okay, that's not what I wanted here. You can see right now the guys from the 51st just touching down, getting those airplanes down under control in runway. And with these guys, this is going to be declared the victory for round 1 for 100 KIAP and 51st VPO. I always forget to say that one. Victory for the 51st VPO 100 KIAP for this first round between Golden Crown and 51st. So guys, I'm going to go to restart the server and get everything ready for the round 2. So guys, stay tuned and we'll be back in just a few moments. I'm going to turn off. Oh, sorry. What is happening there? Okay, because that's not correct. It was not correctly shown there. Okay, so guys, we are back. Now we are getting into round 2 of this fight between Golden Crown and 51st KIAP. Rusek, of course I talk Spanish. I'm a Spaniard myself. Soy español, o sea que si no hablo español me preocuparía, que lo sepas. I can do this. Yeah. Como decía Cruztec, sí, hablo español. Soy español yo, o sea que, por supuesto, que hablo español. Oh, freaking gosh. Of course, I will be talking English regardless, because you all know, guys, that this is an international competition, and I want you, all of you, to get to know what's going on, so we all can get together and really enjoy the fight together. That's why all these tournaments are being made in English, even if though we can see many teams do talk in other languages. Of course, guys, this is not the only fight for today. Afterwards, and I think, let me check, because if not, then no, I'm going to do something very wrong. Wait one. Okay. Give me a sec. Flamingo. Give me a sec. I have to solve a little issue here. Okay. 1 hour. Okay, sorted. So this is sorted. Okay, sorry guys, I was checking a few things on my side, because I'm a multitasker at heart, as per usual, and therefore I'm always doing multiple things at once. For all you who know me myself good enough. So of course, as before, the teams do have to go with the same airplane selection going into this round, and possibly round 3 if Golden Crowns manages to win round 2. Of course, that means that the slots for the airplanes are restricted to what we've seen on round 1, and therefore we'll have to see both of the teams running with exactly the same airplanes, but loadout can change and pilots can change, by the way. So just get that into your knowledge so you know for sure what's going on, okay? So you can see the 3 Tomcats right now lining up and waiting to get into a runway as we speak. Of course, Tomcats do start from a different position altogether compared to the for the 16s, and that's why we are seeing them so waiting there until the point that the 16s are into the runway, and we can see that the 16s are starting to line up as we speak. Cruztec, pues si tú hablas inglés, perfecto. Si tu padre es de Alicante, sabes español con total seguridad. By the way, I'm going to say this in English. This is mainly for the Spaniards, though, but of course I want to say this in English. As BCW, we have a Discord that you can check here. It has been posted just in the message before. I will not spam it once again. Nevertheless, I think I can do this to do this little thingy. Let me try. It's not working now. It's working now. Okay, this little thingy I have installed just for today's match. We have a Discord. We do weekly missions, public server, etc., etc. And you are a Spanish speaker. That's your point of DCS meeting point for you. So a bit of spam. Sorry, guys. I had to do it. I never do it, but this is having someone who speaks Spanish here. I had to do it for sure. Nevertheless, I do also have to do a bit of spam, and this is not really spam, as it's just the sponsors for the team for this all tournament. You guys know, you can see them all going around on the top area as we speak. For this tournament, we have the big guys being sponsors. As you know, we have Eagle Dynamic themselves are sponsoring this tournament, together with Heat Blur, who we have right now, the logo on top. And not only that, we also have Raspam, we have Magnitude 3, we have, of course, the team, the company behind what we are seeing right now on the red camera, which is TagView. And we are also having for the last part of the tournament, once we don't get any AWACS whatsoever, when we will only be having just and only GCIs to coordinate all the fight. So just for you to understand, right now both teams are running with with AWACS, and therefore they do know the enemy position using data link. So for the end of the tournament, once we get out of the group stage and get inside into the bracket stage, no AWACS whatsoever for both teams, and it will be one human person controlling the fight using the LOT ATC software. That if I can get it, I have it ready. No, I cannot get that that fast enough for you to check. But nevertheless, you'll get to check the LOT ATC software, which is a very nice tool for being used for controlling fights, and that's software we do use for PvE missions, and something that I do really like, and I think you will really appreciate once we have it. So guys, of course, it goes without saying that massive thanks for guys from 51st VP. I was going to say VPN. Come on, what's going on with me? VP 100 PVO. No, sorry, 51st PVO and 100 KIAP. As per usual, they were all batching names left and right. So hey guys, that's my thing. You know that already, and that's why you are getting for when you get with us today. And of course, aerospace professional. Welcome, my friend. Happy to see you on board today. And I mean, 51st viewers. That's because we are all of us enjoying today's fight. And I'm happy to see you all on board today with us. And Chilled PT or something like that. I cannot pronounce that any better. Thank you, mate, for the follow and welcome. Trojan Nobody, no GCI for. I'm going to try to do this. So Trojan Nobody, you are asking for GCI right now. There is no GCI today. Roger, wait one countdown. So both teams are ready. I'm going to start the countdown. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. As we were mentioning, and we are going to put the sound engines because I do love this part, the takeoff part with the engine sounds roaring. But yes, no GCI yet. That's something we'll get once we are out of the group stage, and then we are into the bracket stage once we are out this stage. Of course, I think I can. No, it's not going to be a good idea right now that I started rolling. There are 4 groups, and I don't remember if there was the top 1 from each group or the top 2 from each group who passes into the bracket stage, and then and only then in the bracket stage it's going to be the GCI being used during the tournament, during the fights and the tournaments. And of course, as per usual, the 51st VPO and 100 KIAP, as per usual, taking off all of them together, band together. And we are seeing a main difference here from the side from Golden Crown. They decided to roll in this time. The first they are rolling the 316s, and afterwards they will be rolling with the 3 Tomcats that we are seeing right now. So that's going to be a different approach for this fight for sure, compared to what we saw before. And of course, I have to do what I asked before, because this is something new I've learned today, and I love how it's going to be, how it's working. Who will win round 2? Golden Crown, 51st VPO, yeah. So guys, now you have a poll to go for it and really see who do you think is going to win this round 2 between the fight of 51st KIAP, sorry, 51st VPO and 100 KIAP. Really, the names, oh freaking gosh, so hard. And Golden Crown. So guys, do vote now, and we'll get to see what are your thoughts. Of course, we are seeing right now as we speak the formation from. Let me try to get the 4 of them on camera. So now you have on camera, we have the formation from 51st and 100 KIAP. And let me get them once again a round-up presentation from all of them. So I think this is the easiest way to do because they are all bunched together. We can see that we have leading the formation once again, Breakshot. To his right we have Frosty. Can I do it like this? Okay. To his left we have Rich. And to the utmost left, the formation we have Black Pistol. Of course, we are not hearing anything at all right now because they are over Mach 1 as we can see. On the rear part, we can see there, guys, the two SU-27 guys who are, and let me get them on camera as we speak. So now we have on the other side we have the two remaining elements from 51st and 100 KIAP. While Technetium, who we have on camera, on the back we have Rufus with the other SU-27. So of course that's not all. I'm going to showcase you a bit because now we did saw that the 51st did decide to go from the previous round. They did decide to go when they started from the red side. They decided to go to the total left to start the fight over here. But this time they are preferring to go over the C side, and they are going to do more or less the same as we can see. But of course, the difference comes from the Golden Crown side. 2 more weeks for sure, Davey. 2 more weeks. We'll get to wait. We'll have to wait, nevertheless. So let me get the other side on camera. Of course, a main difference for this tournament compared to other ones is that we are seeing that the airplanes are allowed to use ECM, and that's why we are seeing right now Bristleback on camera with the 16 rocking one of the ECM pods. In this case, the one implemented on latest update. And by the way, I don't know you guys if you check them out or not, but I do think that the new ECM, the KIAP100 long, if I recall correctly, is better compared to the shorter version. I mean, as in really has better performance. And if you know, guys, please tell me. But of course, now we have on camera the two other 16s for Golden Crown side, which are Aria Mir. We have leading 2 aircraft formation right now, and B trailing just behind. But of course, that's not all. I'm missing a Tomcat though? No, sorry. I thought I was missing a Tomcat. Not at all. Very beautiful Dodge formation we are seeing right now, as my computer is starting to struggle. Not this one. Here. Very beautiful close formation that we are having right now, with Wolf leading the 2 aircraft formation from the Tomcats. And his right flight we have Challenger. We can see on the back area of them both, we can see the other Tomcat from the Golden Crown formation, who is, and we have him on camera right now, who is Caveman. We just over Mach 1 right now, putting energy into his airplane, being sure that he can outperform the enemy missiles, putting them downrange as fast as possible. But of course he's way low compared to before. And this is something that we were mentioning before, that we really were expecting to see the Tomcats going up high. Because as you did mention in chat, guys, the Tomcats have to go up high and up fast to really send those missiles into good enough range compared to previous update of DCS that we were seeing before. So that's something different, and I'm very curious to see if these guys are going to go with that tactic or not, and how they are going to rely on those missiles. They are going to really put them to use into long range, or they are going to maintain them on shorter range. We'll see how it goes though. But of course, let us try to get a bearing of what's going on right now. Of course, this situation we have the 3 guys from the 316s are coming in first. It does seem to me that Bristleback, let me get him on camera a sec. So Bristleback, we are seeing him at least over Mach 1, Angels 42, and he's really going to put energy into his missiles. They are very far away though. They are still, let me fix this one up here. You can see that they are still 70 miles out. And we can see that Bristleback has just dropped his fuel tanks, and it means that he's just burning through fuel very, very fast, and we are still not into the fight. But I do think that Bristleback, we are going to see him doing a long-range Fox 3 into the enemy lines to try to put the 51st into defensive positioning. Of course, we are seeing the two remaining 16s from Golden Crown, engines 26 and 28, Mach 1 approximately, just trying to put also energy behind the airplane. But we'll see how it goes, because we are now starting to see that the lines from the 51st are going for exactly the same tactic. The Su-27 trailing to the right, in this case, and the two division between Rich and his wingman Black Pistol going to the left, and Breakshot and Frosty going to the center area. And we'll see how it goes though, because I am not so sure how it's going to play it out for them. I mean, of course, we did saw that the round 1 51st did manage to isolate one of the Tomcats. They did manage to isolate one of the Tomcats in the first part of the fight, and therefore they did manage to put him out of commission very fast. But of course, that's not going to be all. We are going to see. I'm very curious to see if this new deployment from the Golden Crown side, having the 16s on front this time, makes a huge difference. So we have the first missile out from Technetium, the RE extended range Fox 2 missile. Sorry, a rhetoric missile. That's a Fox 1 missile. Of course, that's way too far away to really do nothing at all. I do think that this missile is just trying to put into defensive position in Bristleback, trying to make him lose all the energy which has been stored away before the fight. But of course, we have on camera as Area Mare, we just also going trailing left, defensively maneuvering. So I do think that he is expecting to have any kind of missile sent his way whatsoever. So no, we are seeing defensive notching right now. So we see Bristleback and Area Mare are going to defensive notching right now. Bristleback seems to be the target for this missile, but as mentioned, he is still too far away to really be Technetium. That missile was only to be sure that this airplane, Bristleback, did not launch any Fox 3 long range to take them out of commission from the start of the fight. So that's quite some tactics for sure. You don't see that so often, you know. And Funto21 and Plastic Rubber Duck, welcome my friends. You are just on the nick of time to enjoy the start of round 2 of this fight. Rich starting to also put missiles downrange into B. But as we are going to see on camera right now, B is just going out cold, so that missile is not going to connect at all. Trojan know what is mentioning that red team is split on file. Yes, we can see that this is just a matter of tactics. We can see that the red team have 3 guys on the right side for camera, 3 guys on the left side of camera. Penny sent downrange from Challenger. That might be a 40 miles out shot. So that seems to be going towards Reach. I don't know if that's going to reach there or not. Torrente, bienvenido. Okay, we have started to see situation here. We are going to go to Area Mare. He's going to try to defend as hard as he can. You can see Area on camera trying to defend those RT and RE missiles. Because he's been put into defensive positioning, we can see that the guys from 51st are still not receiving any pressure whatsoever. Of course, we are seeing right now Phoenix down from Wolf towards his way. Sorry, from caving out. But of course, the guys from 51st are putting a lot of pressure into the enemy team right now as we speak. Let me try to get bearing with the camera here. Okay, that should do. That should do. So of course, right now we are starting to see many missiles sent down left, right, and everywhere. But of course, that's not going to be all. This missile needs to connect. You can see Technetium here trying to take Bristleback out of commission. Let me write with Bristleback on camera, because that missile might do connect. But he has managed to defend that one, so Bristleback still on the fight. Missiles, you can see missiles out left and right. Caveman right now might be the one who gets taken down by the missile. Let me get him on camera. So then we have Caveman right now. He's defending the RE-ER missile coming his way. And that's the first casualty. No, we have 2 casualties though. We have 1 more kill to the right side of the fight. Blackshot is taking down other 1 more guy who we did not take into camera. Sorry, 2 casualties at once. So now we can see big black pistol here. Sorry, I didn't want that camera for you guys. For example. So we can see that we have now they have divided into the half and half. We have on the center area. So we have divided the northern and eastern side, as we can see here. And it does seem to me that 51st are in a better position. We have 2 casualties from Golden Crown as we were mentioning, okay? 2 of the Tomcats are down. We are just running with the 316 and 1 of the Tomcats, which putting a lot of pressure into Roofies. But of course, that missiles are not trailing at all right now. But it does seem to me that Roofies is taking himself in a very tight spot. You can see that Roofies really is a very aggressive, being himself alone inside of the Golden Crown's area. And those missiles are trailing towards Reach. We can see that finish, but so far so good. Whistleback is trying to get himself into a good positioning. Fox 3 into Roofy, sorry. Breakshot coming in from the northern area, trying to support the friendlies. And he's been pushing hard by Area Mare, who we are going to get on camera right now. Okay, we have 1 more casualty. We have 2 more casualties. Oh freaking gosh. So we have 1 casualty for Golden Crown, 1 casualty for 51st. Wait. Where are the guys from 51st? Only 1. Oh, have you checked the tab view? Because I could not get everything on camera though. Really, this is going downhill faster than I expected. Really fast. We can see only 1 member from 51st. The Black Pistol is still alive. And he's alone against the wall. So let me try to get him always on camera if I can. Because this is going to be very interesting to see. So we can see that Bristle Black is getting into his 6 o'clock. Let me try to get this out. So we have right now the camera Bristle Black. We're just trailing right now Black Pistol. Black Pistol trying to take out of commission B right now. Fox 3 from Black Pistol. Fox 2, sorry. To Black Pistol. From Whistle Black and takes the casualty. Okay, so this is a victory for Golden Crown, guys. I did not check the results from the inquiry before, but I do think that you all guys thought that this round 2 was going to be won by 51st, and you were in the wrong gents. Golden Crown has taken the victory home in this round 2 of the fight between Golden Crown and 51st KIAP. What a fight for sure, guys. Oh freaking go. So of course, let me try to do a bit of recap while we get both teams, while we get the 3 remaining elements from the Golden Crown back home. But of course, let me do a check up on the weapon situation from the remaining elements from Golden Crown. So, we have B right now on camera, still with 2 heaters and 2 Fox 3s plus the ACM pod we were mentioning. Also, Area Mirror still rocking 2 Fox 2 missiles. Oh freaking wow, these guys do remember that these guys do carry less missiles than the 51st, and therefore they did have to really take into account the missiles that were sent down range by his way. And of course we are going to see right now on camera Bristleback with carrying still 1 Fox 3 and ECM pod. So these guys still had a bit of leeway to go regarding weaponry. So they really pulled this one off, as Pydex did mention. As you can see, guys, it was hard for me to really track down what everything has gone on. So now we are going to do a checkup using the tag view to do a bit of rewind. Okay, yeah, this is the start of the fight. Yeah, let us try to do a bit of recap to really get to know what really has gone on, because this one a very tight fight for sure. Everything came down very fast and up to the point where I could not get track on everything, and that's why we have tab view live so we can check right now. You can see the first missile. We can see that the Golden Crown really put those missiles into trying to put them into good effect, and just 38 into 50 miles out. But of course we can see that the missiles do not have enough energy nowadays to really get into the enemy position, even they have been shot from far away, we did mention before. So you can see that missile coming down left and right. From 51st being very aggressive here. Oh, this one I did not check before. Even we did miss entirely. My good friend, my good interior designer mate from Sweden, Tech did take the kill. Tech was getting killed by Bristleback from the start of the fight, trying to defend that Fox 3 missile. But Seburger, I do think you were the only one. Let me try to do thing. Seburger Jr., I think you were the only one. Of course, I do love seeing this. That Golden Crown coming back from the lose on the first round, and then coming back and really bringing home this victory for round 2. Of course, that means we are going to go into round 3. And therefore, this is going to be a very interesting fight to see who is going to take the win on this round 3. So let me try to get on doing a recap here, because as you can see, this is a mess of missiles left and right. I think this was the next casualty, Caveman, who we did get on camera. Yes, this was the next casualty. Of course, you can see a bit of the sync here, guys, but of course, we are using my tag view, not the server tag view. With the server tag view, it should be showing correctly. So Risley is sending an ER. This is a Fox 1 missile into Caveman and takes the kill right now. So yes, most of you are biased, but nevertheless, I am not biased. I have to keep on being neutral, so you guys get the best experience for this fight. Of course, we are going to check the one which gets clapped, as you were mentioning. Because we're now that the 51st, we're down to 3 guys. Oh, wait. We did capture one of the kills. Was 1, 2. We have 1, 2, 3. Tech was killed here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So Tech gets killed there. Now we have. Wait. Now we have 5 guys from the 51st. Oh, wait, that finish did connect. That's a 10 miles out shot from Wolf, what Frosty, and Frosty takes the casualty. But of course, this ER from Breakshot puts Wolf out of commission. And now we are down to, okay, and also you can see at the same time, that's why it's very hard to take everything into account. Caveman was taken down by Rufus, as we were saw before. So we have 2 casualties from Golden Crown at the same time, guys. So it's very hard to take track of it all. And now we have also 2 casualties from the 51st side. We can see up to this point we are 4-on-4 situation. And now that's why we had a division here. You can see that this is the point where we had the division having the eastern side against the western side. And let me try to get a bit ahead of us and see who was the next casualty. Because you can see that Rufus here did push very hard and get himself into a very tight spot. But managed to survive so far. And reach, this might be the next, okay, this is the next casualty. So Bristleback coming at Angels 27 Mach 1.2. This quite high and fast for a 12 miles out missile. And that Fox 3 does connect. But of course, that's not all. He decided, okay, I send one Bristleback. Decided, okay, you one for Rich, one for Rufus, and takes 2 casualties in the same maneuvering. And now Bristleback, and now we can. Oh wait, Aria Mer did take down Breakshot here. These 16 had really put a very good show this round. This is something I love seeing. Of course, you can see that Breakshot did manage to take down Challenger there, and Aria Mer came with a Fox 3 missile into Breakshot and managed to take the kill. And now we are down only to Black Pistol. We just trying to put pressure into V, but of course he been alone. Now we have Bristleback coming from behind, and even if he sends radar Fox 1 missiles, that's not good enough, and 2 Fox 2 takes the job down. Bristleback with, I think, 3 casualties. Let me check. Bristleback have done 3 enemy kills. So he's been really the MVP for this fight, taking down half of the enemy team. That's massive, really. That's massive when you take all the airplanes, take down half of the team for you. So that means that we are going to see Golden Crown landing exactly the same airbase that before 51st did start, and therefore we are going to enjoy ourselves a round 3 fight for this fight between Golden Crown and 51st VPO 100 KIAP. That's something, really. I love seeing Golden Crown coming in hot, coming with the clutch. And we are seeing right now that it's the 3 16s who have survived, interestingly, and the 3 Tomcats did die for this fight. Quite an interesting fight for sure. So of course we have to ask now all of you guys, are really going to abuse this poll thingy. I really love it. You expect for round 2. Sorry guys, I'm just writing the poll for you. There you go, guys. So now you have a poll, so we can know what do you think was going to happen for this fight. And let me get the camera ready because we are going to see a good friend B just starting to line up with the runway. Of course, he's still a bit far away, but still, Golden Crown is getting ready to land. And let me try to get the okay, why am my computer going so bad today? Huh. I think it's not liking something though. I don't know what, but something is not being like it by me this yesterday. So we can see the beautiful 16 with the Iranian area skin for the Golden Crown side. And that's Bristleback, if I recall correctly, and that's correct. Bristleback with the 16, beautiful 16 with the Iranian livery. And we are just waiting for B to arrive on runway and declare the victory for them. So let me try to get him on camera. My computer is struggling a bit today. I don't know why though. Nevertheless, let me try to get B on the other camera too. Yeah, seeing celebratory flares, of course, and not only from him, but also from Dieselback, who we have just on the back area. Okay, oh wait, this is not aligned correctly. Now it's live, sorry. my bad. So now we are seeing right now B getting into a final approach, and once he's touched down and under control, that's going to be the victory for Golden Crown in this round 2 between Golden Crown and 51st KIAP. So I've seen that so far the poll seeing that no one was expecting this result on round 2. Hey guys, come on, Golden Crown are a very good team and they know how to fight. And of course I know that 51st are a tough cookie to face, but regardless of that, we've seen that Golden Crown changing tactics, putting those 16s up front has really have helped them to put pressure into the enemy team that we've seen for this round 2. Of course, this is going to signify the victory for Golden Crown. And guys, we are going to go for a brief pause while we get the teams once again ready to start on round 3 of this fight between Golden Crown and 100 KIAP. So guys, stay tuned and see you in a few moments. Oops. Now, okay, perfect. So, hello, what I'm saying, for freaking gosh. Hello, once again. Now we are getting ready for this fight between Golden Crown, who you did not expect to win. We saw on the poll that it seems to still be running if you want to vote. And 51st VPO and 100 KIAP, who we have the Cotton camera rocking the SU-33s with the white nose we saw before. So of course, this this second round has been quite interesting for sure. And I know that all of you should be thinking exactly the same. I mean, we've seen that the Golden Crown had decided to change the strategy, going in for the... We can see that, of course, you did not expect that round. And now the poll results is being shown to me. 5 saying that you did not expect that one. 2 of you wanted to win the first, wanted to see 51st win. Of course, that means that this round we are getting into round 3, and the victor of this round will be declared the victor of this fight for today's. And of course, there is another fight going on. Let me check because I always forget my names as per usual. Sadly, there is no streamer for them today, and if possible, Breakshot, once he finishes, will try to do some stream for them, hopefully. And so we have another fight today is NZA, New Zealand and Australia, against PTF, which is going to be starting in just 15 minutes. Therefore, sadly, if we manage to cover them, that will be done after today's fight. So it is going to take a bit of time still for that. And of course, let me try to get... So of course, for all you who doesn't know what's going on here and how this is rolling in, I'm going to do a bit of presentation once again for the teams as we speak. So we have, for the Golden Crown, we have Wolf, Challenger, and Caveman rocking the Tomcats 14 Bravo, who we are seeing right now starting to taxi and getting ready. Of course, that's not all. We are seeing Bristleback, who in the last round he managed to take 3 kills, bring 3 kills home, taking the 50% of the enemy casualties with him back home. Oh, he really has been the MVP last round. And the V and Aria Mare rocking the 2 remaining 16s for the side of Golden Crown. But of course, that's not all. We also have the team behind the tournament. Let me get the camera a bit farther away, so the sound is a bit less obnoxious for all you guys. So we also have on the other side of the map, we have 51st VPO and 100 KIAP, which being composed by Jumbo and Technetium on the SU-27s, and now rolling on camera we have the SU-33s, which are Rich, Frosty, Breakshot and Black Pistol. We are seeing right now starting to roll out and starting to roll into the runway as we speak. So of course, this is going to signify that we are going to go with a round 3 fight. It's something that most of you seems that you were not expecting at all. And luckily we are going to enjoy a 3-round fight, you know guys? That's something I do appreciate when we have more combat to be done, and more guns, more missiles raging around. And who doesn't love a good fight on a good Saturday afternoon? Until I dare you to tell me that you don't enjoy these kind of fights while you're having dinner. Tell me if you dare, and I will ban you from this stream. Of course, we are seeing right now that the 2 teams starting to roll in. In this case, 51st is doing a bit of backtrack as we speak to get themselves ready into the desired position to take off. And we are going to see in a few moments that the guys from Golden Crown are almost ready to start rolling. They have 3 of the airplanes already in runway and waiting. And we are going to see the Tomcats getting into the runway in just a few moments. Right, let me try to see if I can get everything on camera. I think I'm going to take out the sound for now, so we can keep on talking ourselves. and really know what's the hell is going on. So of course, now we have the right camera, we have all the members of 51st doing the backtrack. Left camera, we have Golden Crown with the 316 who have survived previous round. And we've seen that the Tomcat did manage to take a few casualties for the first, managed to take a few casualties being from the 51st and 100 KIAP line. And therefore I'm expecting them to really bring, once again, brings a few more kills into their lines, and be sure that those Tomcats are put into a very good use. So we see the F-16s from the Golden Crown once again shining. So far, I can see right now that the Golden Crown lineup seems to be exactly the same as before, having the 316s up front, which has worked marvelously well for them on the previous round. And I do think that they are going to go exactly the same aircraft takeoff formation. So they really have seen that formation has worked out for them, and they are willing to give it one more try and see if it brings victory home in this round 3 of this fight between 51st. Was my mastermind names as per usual. Oh gosh. 51st BPO and 100 KIAP against Golden Crown and Golden Crown. Sorry. Of course, we are seeing once again. I'm going to do. Okay, both things are ready. This is fast. Okay, and we are going for the countdown because both teams are already ready, which is marvelous. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Round 3 is live. So David, 6 hours for dinner for you? Come on, mate. So you 6 hours, that means that you are from America, either North America or South America, either or, for sure. We are not in that time frame, because for us Spaniards, we are in Europe. We are just 1 hour away from having dinner. And they are welcome on board. Just arriving at the perfect timing to enjoy this round 3 between Golden Crown and 51st VPO and 100 KIAP. And this time it seems that the 51st and 100 KIAP are going for exactly the same takeoff formation, being sure that all of them are bunched together. Nope, sorry. Bad camera movement there. All of them bunched together and showcase a very tight formation. I've seen that this time the 3 Tomcats are taking off at exactly the same time. It seems to me that we are going to see more or less exactly the same aircraft, exactly the same formation for Golden Crown. I do think so, and I want to see how it really pays off for them. Because it's going to be interesting for sure to know. I mean, we saw that before. Let me get this on top of the camera. Of course, we saw that teams have switched sides. Now we have a 51st on the northern area and Golden Crown the southern area. Both each round teams do change sides, okay? We can see that already. 51st as it decided to go left as before, going up into the air. And let me get the camera on them if I can, sorry. And let me do once again the presentation for all the guys. You've seen that this time here. So this is going to be, as before, easier if I do just an entire screen for these guys, because they do like to fly very tight together while they are getting airborne. So now we can see right now, leading the S-33 to the flight, break shot up front. To his left we have Rich. Oh, whoa, be careful, mate. Those formations are very nice to see, but of course, crash onto this point makes guys out of the flight, so be careful, please. So we can see Black Fischl to the left, or the utmost left of the formation, having a bit of lag, it seems, and Frosted to the right of the formation, from Lecture formation. That's all the 3 XU-33s that we have on the formation. And now we are going to get on camera the 2 SU-27s. In this situation, they have gone with a different approach. You can see that the SU-27 this time, both Technetium and Jumbo are ahead of the pack. Before we saw that this main bulk of guys went ahead of the SU-27, and that seemed to me that 51st had decided to go with a slightly different approach for this round 3, trying to secure the victory and bring it home. So as before we were mentioning, 51st, let me try to get this into the bullseye, had decided to go exactly the same, going trailing left, climbing, getting energy into the airplanes, and then going back into the fight. But of course, we do have also to check the formation from the Golden Crown, because this, for me, is going to be the decisive factor how Golden Crown is going to perform in this fight. So now, let me get them on camera, if I can, of course. So now we have leading the 16 formation for Golden Crown. We have Area Mer right now, who is just dropping the center tank as we speak. That view is really lagging today for me. I don't know why though. You can see that the drop tank is lagging. Don't ask me why, but we are having a bit of problems there so far, it seems. So Area Mer is up ahead of the pack, and being followed by Golden Crown B, rocking the ECM pod. Right now we have B on camera, and we are going to also check the result back in just a second. Result back with another 16 with another ECM pod, and also rocking the Iranian scheme for the Viper. Of course, that's not all. We are going to also enjoy this marvelous tight formation from the F-14 Tomcats that we are taking right now on camera. Here. Now we have on the front of the camera, we have Wolf being trailed by Challenger, who you have just very close by, making us enjoy the formation. And just on the back of the formation for the Tomcats, we are seeing Challenger with the remaining Tomcat for the formation. And of course, it does seem, as we were mentioning, it does seem to me... Okay, wait. I do think that the Golden Crown is going for a slightly different approach compared to before though. Because... No, I have to get this down here, sorry. It does seem to me that they are going for a slightly different approach. We are seeing that the 16 are all of them more close together compared to before. They are very tight together, and it seems that some cats are also closer than before. So it seems to me that they have decided this time to really go closer, all of them closer together. You can see in the left camera the 3 Tomcats that are trailing very close by. And I think that they are trying to get support between the both groups, the 16th out Tomcat to take down or commission the guys from the 51st VPO and 100 KIAP, who are just as we speak turning out hot the 2 SU-27s who we have on camera right now. My fellow interior designer Technetium on camera, being followed by Jumbo. Oh wait, that's not intended, sorry. You get on camera now. And that's the camera I wanted. Over Mach 1.3 right now. So you can see that these guys really gets up in the air as fast as possible, building energy up for the first encounter we can see. But that's not all. Also, we are seeing right now the formation from the 2 groups from the 51st with the 3 SU-33s. The formation is starting to split up as we speak. You can see right now on the left camera, you can see Breakshot and Frosty. We are just trying to trial left. And we have Rich and Black Pistol still trying to get into the leftmost area of the fight. So let me try to get the cameras and here. Okay. So now we are going to be able to enjoy the start of the fight here. and see who's going to be the first to launch those scarce Fox 3 missiles. And remember guys, ECM is allowed in this tournament, and that's why we are seeing right now the S3, SU-33s and SU-27s carrying the ECM pods on the wingtips. So of course, now I'm enjoying my polls, and I'm going to do one more poll. Sorry guys, I'm enjoying them too much. I am using them, I know that, but I'm going to do it nevertheless. First, pure, yeah, golden crown. There you go. Who do you think will win? Basically, that's the question for this fight, because really, it's all down to one round, guys. Now it's going to be signified the victors or the losers. That's winner takes it all. As simple as that, guys. We can see that the 51st had decided to really start spreading. It seems to me that they are going for a line formation here, having 3 guys up front and 3 guys on the rear. Maybe we are going to start seeing a bit of grinder formation there. We'll see, because that's something very interesting to see if it goes or not like that. But of course, okay, we have the first missile out, and that's from okay. Breakshot starting to send those FAERs into the enemy lines. Of course, let us ride with Bristle, as we see him right now with the ECM pod, burning fuel as fast as. And that's a Fox 3 from that's a flare from Whistleback. So he has just seen the missile incoming to him, and he's going for defensive maneuvering, as we can see right now, being sure that those missiles do not get him while he's defending. Of course, we have one more ER. That's a radar missile. R means radar, by the way, and T means thermic with these Fox 2 missiles. Okay, long range Fox 2 missiles. So far so good. It seems that Golden Crown is holding the 3 Tomcats on the rear. Wolf starting to push for the left side. Caveman here is defending something. I don't know what or why though. Area Mare is starting to put missiles downrange, trying to get Rich, who we have right now on camera, trying to get him out of commission by being too fast, too high, too close. Seems that he's not going to connect though. Seems that he's still far away enough to be sure to defend those missiles. Of course, that ER into B seems that might connect, but it's still too far. Wait, no, it's not going to connect at all. It's not going to connect at all. So we are starting to see the Phoenix coming downrange from Wolf. Let me try and ride with the one being aimed. So far, it seems that Rich seems to be the one who's being tracked by with the Phoenix. So far so good. That Phoenix is not tracking at all. We're starting to see Wolf getting out of cold, and Caveman sending a Phoenix around 40 miles out. So that one is still too far. I think it's a bit far away, knowing that he's Mach 1 and then 24. Of course, we can see Area Mare there. Okay. It seems that all of 4 of you think 51st is going to win, and one of you thinks going to who thinks a Golden Crown will bring victory home. So you can see here Jumbo defending these Phoenixes. Oh wait! Let me try to get that on camera. Area Mare. It's a very tight spot, down, very close to the ground, trying to Technetium putting pressure into him, but of course Whistleback is going in to defend as much as possible. He's friendly. Of course, that's not all. Okay, we are having many situations here. So now we have on camera Area Mare, who is getting back into the fight. He's getting into the 6th of the Technetium, and we'll get to see if he managed to get him or not. I'm going to get the camera on them yet while we wait, because we have Black Pistol and Jumbo trying to kill a Bristleback and Area Mare out of commission. But that's not all. Of course, we have also Challenger starting to put those Phoenixes into good use of that tool. 12 miles out shot. We have a emergency situation. Technetium takes out of commission about the area mirror from Golden Crown. So I was expected to see something here happening, and we've seen. So Wizard Black is in a very tight position right now, defending as hard as he can, because he's being shot very closely and ER, but since he's managed to put him out of the tight position. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have casualties from 51st side. We have 5 guys from 51st. We are missing 1. From Golden Crown, we have 1, 2, 3 guys. What the hell is going on here? I haven't seen that many guys going down. What the hell is going on here, guys? Oh freaking gosh! I will need to check tab view afterwards to really understand what the hell has gone on. So now let me ride with Caveman. Let me ride with V on camera, because he's just starting to trail. He just getting V is getting to a very nice position to take Technetium out of commission, and I want to see if he will manage to do so. Fox 3 from V towards Technetium. Breakshot is coming back, trying to support the friendlies, which are being really pushed hard right now as we speak. You can see ET, that's a Fox 2 missile from Breakshot, trying to get a bit of breathe space for the friendlies, as we can see. But since that did not connect at all. And wait, we have one more casualty from Golden Crown. So Challenger has disconnected. I repeat, Challenger has disconnected. Breakshot might get killed here. Oh, wait. Breakshot is still alive though. I don't know how, but he's still alive. Breakshot sending a Fox 2 close range into the Tomcat, who takes it out of commission. And Breakshot is still alive. Okay, and we have B is trying to outrun an ER. And we can see on camera he's taken out of commission. Oh freaking wow. Wait, is this all? Wait. Guys, 51st has taken the victory. What the hell is going on there? I could not even understand yet. Oh my freaking god. Way too much, way too fast. Oh, as I like my rounds. Of course, we'll need to check tab view once again to really understand what has gone on. But, I mean, you can see guys here that we have all the casualty of the world. We've seen them in this close together to Technetium, who we have right now on camera. Still with 2 Fox 2s and 1 Fox 1, if I recall correctly. Let me check also the weaponries for Jumbo, who is just carrying 2 Fox 2 missiles. That's all for him. Also Black Pistol, who I have right now on camera, still rocking 2. Okay, that's all. 3 Fox 1s and 2 Fox 2s being dropped right now, if I count correctly. And also Breakshot seems to be throwing the missiles out right now. And since it was only 1 though, yeah, only 1 for R27R, so that's all for him. And Frosty is dropping right now 4 missiles, 2 ERs, 1 ET, and 5 missiles. Wow, 5 missiles. So he's dropping quite a lot of missiles. So Frosty still have a lot of leeway for this fight. So guys, he has 5 guys from the 51st side still alive. Of course, we need them to land, but nevertheless, let us go back and check what the hell was going on here, because it's been so freaking hectic. I still cannot understand. Just for you to know, guys, how hectic this all became. We are just on minute 53, 10 seconds, okay? And we go ahead. Okay, that's all. So in 5 minutes, all the fight has gone. I mean, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, guys. That's an entire fight, 5 minutes. So you can see, guys, it's not simple to track everything. Also, when you have these many missiles left and right and lingering everywhere, you can see lots of missiles left and right. and very very messy fight, which is what I love seeing for sure. So let me try to get this. So we have a new follow, which is Rustek. So welcome aboard, my friend. You just right now we can see you've been in chat right now. You know that we know that already, and we've seen that 51st have brought victory home. Of course, we need them to land, but regardless, let's just try to watch what has really gone on. You are dropping there, Frosty. Back to the gulag for you. Okay, that's something I can support for sure. Okay, let us check what has gone on. We can see from the start that the guys from Golden Crown were putting pressure into the lines of 51st. Of course, they did exactly the same. Tech really came in here close by. Of course, we see that you thought that 51st were going to bring the victory home, and they did. They did not falter into the pressure that was put by Golden Crown. Of course, we can see here that you can see Arya Mirror, the sole one, putting pressure, but B and Whistle Black are starting to get into the fight here, putting missiles downrange, 20 miles out, and the Tomcats are starting to get into the fight. But you can see that the sheer amount of missiles that are in the air right now, like really. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20 missiles. So guys, 2 minutes out from the start of the fight, we have 20 missiles out. So it's impressive. 20 missiles out, guys, just from the get-go. It's a few millions. That's when you see that these guys are being really serious about putting pressure into the enemy team. That's when you know for sure. So of course, let me try to get ahead and see what the hell has gone on. Of course, you can see Arya Mir here being really pressured. Many Phoenixes coming down range. I think that's one might connect. Wait, Breakshot is... No, that one is not tracking correctly. I mean, I'm seeing from the Golden Crown side that many Phoenixes are not tracking, and I'm not 100% sure if it's because 51st are notching them or because the Tomcats are having problem locking and launching. But regardless, this is the first casualty. Arya Mare taken down by Tech with a Fox 1 missile there. Let me try and see who's the next casualty here. You can see, guys, that this is very hectic. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members from Golden Crown. How the hell do you ever interpret the flanker, the RWR, in that situation? Well, I don't think that you just go with the flow, you know. You don't trust the RWR. just trust the flow, that's all. Okay, this is the next casualty, as far as I can see. Wolf against Rich. Fox 3. Oh, sadly this that Phoenix did track the ER. And that's why you can see that that missile is not tracking. Oh wait, no, it's tracking. It is tracking. So of course Rich takes down Wolf. And Wolf's missile... Huh. Guys, you do need to tell me. I do think that seeing this, I think that Rich did over-G the airplane, and that's something we can check. We have the values here for Rich on the right, so we can see he's going 5 Gs, 5 Gs. He's taking out of commission. I don't know what really has gone on there. Maybe you guys can tell me what really has happened there, because I don't know myself. Why was Rich dead at that moment? But regardless, that's the first casualty for 51st. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys from Golden Crown here. And this is the next casualty. Frosty coming in with an ET that has a Fox 2 long-range missile into Challenger, who doesn't manage to see it on time. And even he pops out some flares. They don't manage to defend that one. But of course, a Fox 3 missile was out on the air. And I think that takes down a Black Missile maybe? Let me check. Oh, that was a close one. Black Missile managed to defend that one. So let me try get back. I think he'll win. That's what I thought, but 5G, that's too low to really break the wings, isn't it? That's something you know better than myself. That's why I'm asking. So let me try to see what's going on. We have 3 members from Golden Crown. We have B with the 16, KIAP100 with the Tomcat, and Bristleback with the other 16. And from the 51st, we have Tech, Jumbo, Frosty, Breakshot, and Black Pistol. So we have 3, 4, 5 guys from 51st still against 3 guys from Golden Crown. So let me check who's the net casualty. Okay, here we go. Bristleback. You can see that Jumbo comes in from the side and put a Fox 2 missiles in long-range missile into Bristleback. And this is a missile either you see, you don't. That's all. So the only way of surviving that missile is you see that one or not. That's all. Like really, that's all you can do. And by the way, just for you to know, I'm going to show you while we check the tab view because this is a beautiful thingy. And you know, guys, that I do love my formations. You know that already, don't you? And we have the 51st going back home information. I'm going to turn off the sound for a bit while we talk about the remaining elements of the fight. Here, okay, so we have Golden Crown here. I think who's the next casualty though? I think it's Breakshot. But Breakshot is still. Wait, no. Breakshot is the one who did survive this Fox 1 5 miles out. That maneuver managed to defend that close one Fox 1. That Fox 2 goes to the flare that was dropped here and put a Fox 2 missile into Caveman. Okay, guys, that's quite something. Like coming that with a clutch, they are Breakshot, Fox 2. Just wow. Just wow. And of course, that second Fox 2 did not track at all, nothing, sadly. So Raging Cajun 1978, welcome my friend. And nice to see you. You're just coming into the last part of the fight. Yeah, just checking the 51st guys as they are approaching to land. And we are just checking the tag view as we speak to see what really has gone on. But of course, we are missing someone else. Okay, Bristleback was taken out of commission here. This is the dogfight between Breck and Caveman. Yeah, this is the one we saw. Jumbo. I think we saw this one before, but yes, this one we showed before. Caveman here against Breakshot. And then we have V, who in this situation, we can see that everything comes down very fast, very fast. I mean, you can see here that Bristleback has taken out of commission at 57.33. Okay, and Caveman out of commission in 30 seconds later, and V is just 10 seconds later. So you can see that things go down very fast. Very fast, and it's very tight to really be able to tell what's going on in these kind of situations. Like really hard to really tell what the hell is going on here. Mr. Young SNSBS, welcome my friend on board, and we are checking. Let me put on camera Breakshot. We haven't seen. I think we did lose something interesting from his side. Sorry guys, we were checking the tab view. But we are seeing right now Breakshot landing right now as the last part of the fight. Let me try to check. Of course, I'm going to check in a few moments with the rest of the teams, and see if they are up for an interview or not. Sorry, let me get that into here. Wolf. So I'm going to check with both teams if they are up for interview or not, okay? Because if they are, then we'll do so for sure, okay? Let me try to get cameras on the rest of the airplane information, because the rest of the airplane information are just going for an overhead pattern. Oh, sorry. As you're going for overhead pattern as we speak. And they are just going to land beautifully on land so far. Well, this was a very fun match to watch, as we were mentioning. So guys, give me a few moments while I get the teams and check if they are up for interview or not. Because this should be, if they are up for interview, you will be able to ask any question to the teams that you want to check. And then we'll do interview on them, okay? Okay, so let me get this out. Okay, guys, we are going to close the server. And we'll be back with them and check if they are up for interview or not. So give us a few moments, okay, guys? We'll be back in a few moments. So guys, just sorry to say that there is not any interview for today. I'm afraid to say. So I just checking that on chat, so you will get to see that and know. Okay, so no interviews. Oops, that should not be there. That should be here. No interviews, sadly. Okay, guys. So this is going to be the end of this fight. But regardless, this is not the end of the night. Just now, we are going to wait a few more minutes because we are going to see. We are going to see. Let me see if they get into this or not fast enough. It seems not. But guys, just I'm going to put the 51st Breakshot stream in chat, because he's going to now get ready and stream the fight between NZA and oh, sorry, my mind. And oh, I do know these guys. They are good friends of mine. I really forgot the PTF. Okay, guys. So that's the stream, NCA the PTF in a few moments. Okay, guys. So I'm going to NCA the PTF in a few moments. Let me put it here like that. And let me do this if I can. I cannot, for whatever reason. Here. Okay, so that's going to be the next fight. Since that Breakshot is getting everything ready as we speak, Hopefully you have a great fun with us as we were watching this fight. And if you so think it's worth it, then I do invite you guys to give us a follow me and give my any subscription, preferably with Twitch subscription, so it doesn't cost you any money, extra money for sure. It does help to keep on working on these many things at once. And please join 51st Breakshot once he starts streaming. He will be doing so in a few moments. So guys, stay tuned, have fun, and see you a bit later, gents. Bye bye.